What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? And welcome back into the weekly walkthrough, the weekly show with Coach Haas. You already know we're talking today about the Firebirds' big win over North Park on their homecoming. We will also look ahead to the Wheaton game, and we got Michael Sneed here joining us tonight, talking some football with us. Sneed, how you doing, man? It looks like you got like a streaming setup type thing going on over there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Just a little bit. I got my roommate's computer. He's a big computer guy, so I'm using his whole setup. I thought it worked perfectly.
There you go. There you go. Does he do some stuff on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that, or he just has the setup just for the hell of it?
He just loves video games. I think he wanted to do some stuff on Twitch, but yeah, for
that's
right now,
awesome, man.
What's rumor on the street, Dunks, is that Sneed's starting a podcast called The Daily Walkthrough.
Pulling this one again. Okay.
He told me this morning. He said it was 7 times better than yours because he does it every day of the week instead of just once.
Yeah, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me, Dunks, and Coach Mueling. We're not putting Coach Haas in this one.
That's smart. You have better ratings if you did that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we'd have to bleep some stuff out though. You know.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be too much fun.
We already have to blur Coach Haas's face, so it's not much of a.
There's no doubt. I have a face for radio. That's what my mom always said.
Oh, yeah, you have a face only a mother can love, Coach.
You got that right.
Sneed starting it off with the roast. I like it. Sneed, see, I love the energy, man. This is the first time I've really seen anybody go out coach on one of these, including myself. One, because I'm too scared, and two, because he could beat me up. But Coach Haas, obviously going to start off with you here. The game this weekend, man, what'd you think of it? What'd the film show? And obviously, winning the second game in a row on the road. So obviously, winning on the road's tough. Just give us your thoughts on that.
Yeah, man, I love to win. Love to win at home. Love to win on the road. Doesn't matter where. I thought our team played really, really well, especially in the second half of the football game. Did a lot of good things, and we continue to improve each and every week. So it's exciting to see here with 5 weeks left if we can continue that trend and rack up some more wins.
Now, Coach, you got another top 25 opponent in D3 football coming into your place this weekend. What's the mood like around the guys and around the building?
Everybody's excited. We like to play good opponents around here, and it's another good one coming to our place. So everybody's fired up for the challenge. I had a good day in the weight room today, and they're excited to get back to work on the practice field tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's that's what we all look forward to each and every week is football practice. Now, Sneed, let me ask you, man. Real quick, what grade are you in? And what do you think is the most challenging thing about playing your position?
I'm a freshman, class of 2026. I think the most challenging thing about playing my position is nothing physical. It's got to be like you got to be a little different to want to walk out on the field and go up against like a 350-pound, 6'4" offensive lineman for 100 plays a game. I'd say that's probably definitely the hardest part about my position is hyping yourself up before the game and getting yourself ready for that. I'd say my position, O lineman and D lineman alike, get the most the most cuts and bruises and everything after the game. So you just got to have a lot of grit and a lot of ibuprofen at home.
What's your kind of after the game routine, Sneed? Since you talk about you're obviously going to get nicked up throughout the course of the game. Is there something in particular that you try and focus on after the game to recover?
Depends on if it's an away or a home game. If it's a home game, I'm in and out of the locker room, right back to my dorm, shower, and just lay down and elevate whatever hurts. If it's an away game, you kind of just sit there on the bus. The bus is it's usually rough on the way home, but after the game, you got cuts. You just make sure you wash them out. Nothing. You don't want to do anything gross. You don't want to leave any of that stuff. take whatever ibuprofen you can, and definitely lay down for a couple hours after the game before you do whatever. Hang out with the guys,
Rumor on the street there, Sneed, is that you go to fast food restaurants after the game in full gear and order a meal.
You want to see the video?
I've already seen the video. I don't know if Dunks has, though.
I would like to see the video.
I did leave that one out. There is you definitely have to fuel up after the game. There you go.
What restaurant is that?
That's Raising Cane's, Coach.
Gotta love a good Raising Cane's meal.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a whole high school team in there. They played on a Sunday for some reason. So, yeah, there was a whole high school team in there asking questions. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, left that part out. You definitely got to eat a lot of food after the game too. Can't for the night you just got to fill up on calories and stuff.
That's freaking awesome. Now, Coach Haas, for you, what's your go-to post-game meal?
Well, usually on a Saturday night in my house, it's pizza. Ooh. This last weekend we did appetizers. We like to do that a lot. Something quick, something easy, something very, very bad for me is usually what I go to.
You look
what kind of appetizers?
This last time we did mini corn dogs and some pizza roll bread thing that my wife makes. You dip in the sauce, pretty good little deal.
That sounds very good and very unhealthy.
That's how we like it.
Yeah, Coach asked me still out here, trying to cut back on the sugar. We're making.
Where are we at? Have we weighed in lately?
No, we have not.
Sounds like we need to weigh in this week, Dunks. Have a check-in.
I think we weighed in last week.
We did, but Dunks is part-time, no time. He's not in the weight room with us. He's not on the scale. He's over there messing around in the office during lifts, doing whatever it is that he does. Not working out or getting big.
I make smoothies. That's
No, the smoothies are good.
Sneed, I appreciate it, man. And you're not the only one that has came on the show and said that. So
on a scale of 1 to 3. What level are these smoothies?
You never had them?
I don't trust a Dunk smoothie.
I'm gonna say, honestly, for the stuff that you give them, I'd say a 2.7 out of 3.
2.7 out of 3.
That translates to an 8.5. I guess they're pretty good.
What is it missing? What is that 0.3 that we need to bump it up to 3 out?
I'd say a little. Just a tiny thicker and a little colder. But, that's hard to do.
I bet if he put more frozen fruit in it, it would accomplish both of those things.
Yeah, but that means, someone's going to have to buy more frozen fruit. So
I wonder if someone would have come through the office today, Brett, and suggested you add more fruit to the smoothies.
I'll make sure to do that tomorrow.
Someone did, Coach Haas.
No way. Wow. How ironic is that?
I told you you're a smart guy, Sneed. I got you. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. My favorite part about Monday, Wednesday is making the smoothies. It's something that I enjoy. Kind of is a little escape for me almost from just school and football for a minute and lets me focus on something else, which it kind of connects to both, but it's different in a sense. So,
I heard you got the nickname Chef Dunks because those things were so good.
I actually got the nickname Chef Dunk when I was a freshman in high school. And I don't know how it happened, but everybody started calling me Chef and just kind of stuck with it throughout the years. So,
you might have to think about a career change and head into the culinary school, hit the culinary arts up.
No, we let mom, dad handle that. You know what I mean? I tell you what, Coach Haas, my dad, you've had his grilling before. My mom's really good at the Italian food. It's definitely a good mix in my household with the food type deal.
Your dad makes some good wings. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, that was a great night. That was a great night. still impressed by Coach Collins' performance that night. We won't talk about what, but his performance that night was terrific. But boys, let's move back to football here. Stay on track because I don't like to get off track. Coach Haas, obviously you broke down today's kind of your game plan day, breaking down Wheaton. What did they kind of show you on tape that things you kind of see from them?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really talented football team. Got some good skill players on the edge, very, very good up front. That's probably the strength of their team is their offensive line, tight end group, have an unbelievable running back. Really, really explosive, tough kid. He can take it outside. He can run between the tackles. And they ended up getting a Liberty University transfer at quarterback. A pretty good player with his arm, does a lot of good things with his feet, makes a lot of good decisions that puts them in good positions to succeed. And Wheaton for a long, long time has hung their hat on defense. And when you watch them on defense, man, they play really, really well. They fly around. They're really, really good. So it's gonna be a good, tough challenge for us.
For sure. Now, Coach, obviously, we talked about it 2 weeks ago, but you're kind of in this stretch right now of 4 of the next 5 are on the road. You already played 2 of them. At this point right now, where you guys enter in the season, how's everybody kind of feeling physically and mentally? Obviously two road wins. It obviously takes a lot out of you. Is everybody feeling good and juiced up?
Yeah, I think winning always does some good things for your mental health, right? The more you win, the better you feel. Physically, we're what a team should be. The 5th week of the season, after a couple weeks of training camp, we got some guys that are banged up, some guys that are playing through it, some guys that are out right now. But I think you saw guys that are behind them step up the last couple of weeks and play well when given the opportunity, which is what you want to see. But, I think mentally we're in a good place. Physically we're in a good place. And I think we're ready to have another good week of practice and keep improving.
Love that answer, Coach. Sneed, what about you personally? How's your body kind of feeling about halfway through this season? And what do you think the mood is kind of like in the locker room right now?
I think the mood in the locker room is always great. Let's start with that. You come in after a practice, even if it's a bad practice, you can't hang your head on it. So you come into the room and we're blasting the music, and everyone's just kind of, you got to have a short memory with that stuff. I mean, can't completely forget about it. You got to have a better practice the next day, but bad practice, you come in and you still listen to the music. I was just out with an ankle injury. I got hurt against North Central. So, I'm still kind of trying to adjust to that. It's still giving me pain and stuff, but it's playable pain. It's the D-line thing. You just got to play through it. Like I said, body gets banged up every game, but it is what it is. You got to be tough. It's just a football thing in general.
I love that answer, Sneed. Now for you, Sneed, obviously coming in as a freshman, what's kind of the biggest thing that you've learned so far? Just being around the guys and the older guys in the locker room and stuff like that.
Kind of less football related is definitely time management. I didn't have that at home. Just going to high school and then playing football and coming back home and doing whatever. Definitely got to balance out between having, these classes and then football and then trying to have a social life too. I think I'm doing pretty well at it. Other guys, can't say the same, missing practices and stuff, but I'm sure they'll figure it out at some point. But that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned at Carthage so far is how to manage my time for sure.
Steve, that's a great answer, and obviously, a lot of the guys have kind of brought that up on the show. Even last year, now into this year, it is really about time management. But Coach Haas, I wanted to ask you, you got a big player back this week. Zach Hale returned to the field after having a really tough injury and battling back from it. What was it like to have him back out there, and what did that kind of mean for the team?
Yeah, it was great. He brings a physical presence in the run game. He's smart. He's a good football player. He's experienced. Obviously, played a lot of football, which helps. But one of the biggest things he does for us is from a leadership aspect. I was talking to him in the offices today, and I said one of the pivotal moments in the game he was in, and Jared Ruth was in with him. and Jared kind of busted an assignment, and Zach got after him again and said, "Hey man, you got to do your job. You can't do mine. This is my job. I'll take care of it." And not, I don't know, 10, 15 plays later, a couple drives later, same thing happened again on a third down, and Jared stayed home and did his job and got us off the field. And, you got to credit a guy like Zach Hale that, one, knows not only his assignment, but what everybody's supposed to do, and two, has the guts to kind of stand up and say something to a teammate and a guy he loves. And credit Jared Ruth for, taking it. He could have been like, "Hey, shut up, man. I'm out here too." He understood it. He understood Zach was leading the right way. And he said, "I got you. Next time it won't happen again." And when the situation came up, he stayed home and made the play, so it's pivotal, to have him in terms of what he brings to defense, but from a leadership aspect, it's been huge.
Yeah, I love that answer, and obviously really cool that Zach Hale was able to come back. Just kind of hearing him talk about what it meant to him to get back out there was really nice. Sadly, Hale has night class from I think 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So sadly, he can't join us on the walkthrough this week, but we hope to get him on at some point. But Sneed, I'm gonna throw it to you. What's your favorite thing about your position group, the defensive line? You obviously got a lot of guys in that room. What's your favorite thing about your position group?
There's definitely a lot. I feel like typically throughout any football team, the offensive line and the defensive linemen, like their groups are pretty they're pretty intertwined, right? Everybody, like that's your family, right? So like,
right.
Again, going up against these big dudes in the trenches, you're basically going to war, and you're going to war with the guy next to you, and you got to do your job, not only for the whole defense, but especially for the guy next to you, right? Like I can't leave my tackle out there. I can't, like, he's fighting his ass off, and I miss an assignment, and we, big run breaks through. You can't be doing it. So like I think the best, like my favorite part of the defensive line is for sure, the brotherhood, right? There's definitely a bigger brotherhood than there is at cornerback or, receiver. It's a unit. The whole defensive line has to do their job at the same time. That's definitely I'd say my favorite thing about the line.
Who's the funniest / most entertaining in your group of position?
Definitely a tie between Johnny Ambrosio and Chris Gutierrez for sure.
Okay.
Chris is 0 to 100. Like, he won't say anything for the entire practice, and then he'll start screaming random stuff. And then Johnny's kind of the same too. You can never tell when he's mad or happy. And he's just the old Italian grumpy man. So he's always saying funny stuff. So I'd say they're definitely the most entertaining.
Sneed, that better not have been a shot at Italians. I'm Italian.
Hey, man. Me? Italians are funny.
Of course we are. We're super funny.
Yeah, Johnny is the epitome of Italian. Like, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta embrace it, right?
Right.
You got to, or else you're doing a disservice to all Italians everywhere.
No. Definitely, being Italian definitely makes you this much better.
Right.
Right.
Coach Haas, what are your thoughts on Italians?
I love Italians. I mean, but in fairness, I love people from all over the place. I'm kind of a mutt, Dunks.
A mutt?
I'm a mutt.
I was going to ask what you were.
What's a mutt?
Like, I got a little bit of everything.
Okay. So like you're kind of split between like 5 or 6 different.
I'm a mutt. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff.
What is Haas? Like, what is the last name Haas?
German.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you a big Hackershore guy, Coach?
A big what?
Hackershore. That's German.
I don't even know what that is.
Damn, man. I don't either.
Are you just making stuff up?
No, it's an actual thing. I don't know.
What is it?
It's a beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, then probably. I like beer.
Right. Exactly. But boys, before I let you go and send you off for the night, Sneed, we do it every week where I ask you guys a bunch of questions throughout 20, 30 minutes. So now you get to ask me one question. It can be any question. Coach Haas, you better have yours ready, man.
Can I let Coach Haas go first?
Yeah, that works for me because my question is going to build off the question I asked last time, Dunkel. All right, we set a plan of action. All right, and last week you failed. All right, because you refused to even try. Okay, I want to know: did we strike out yet this week?
No, we didn't strike out yet this week, Coach Haas.
Here's the deal: you're not taking coaching. You're becoming uncoachable.
Right. Yeah, we got to be better.
You refuse to take coaching from anybody on staff. I mean, we're sending you out with the game plan, trusting you to execute it, and you just refuse.
Yeah, I get nervous. That's what it is, man.
That's the point. That's why you got to go strike out, man.
Yeah.
Got to strike out before you get any hits.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Wednesday, Coach Haas.
All right, now let's get to my real question.
Okay.
All right. Last meal. All right. You're being executed for murdering Coach Haas in the office. All right. We're putting you. What's your last meal? The last one you're ever going to eat before you get the electric chair for murdering Coach Haas.
That's a tough one. But I am going to say the Hershey's chocolate pancakes from Mason's. That's what I'm going with.
You think they'd deliver it to you in jail?
I don't know.
I think they would.
That would be my go-to. That's one of my favorites.
So of all the smack you're talking about Italians, your last meal is going to be chocolate chip pancakes?
Hey, Coach Haas, here's the deal. All right, I've had a lot of Italian food over my lifetime. You know, I love pancakes, man. I tell you, I could eat pancakes every day.
So do you think we should stop getting the breakfast that we usually get from Mason's for the team and start getting chocolate chip pancakes instead?
No, absolutely, absolutely not. The burritos are great too. Mason's is an all-around quality restaurant. Not sponsored, by the way.
I was gonna say, is Chris Gochis paying for some ad time here on the podcast?
Definitely should be sponsored.
But hey, it could be Chris Holler.
Help him out, Coach.
Yeah, we'll have to send him this episode and be like, hey, we got some serious advertising time.
Sponsor me too while you're at it. I'll throw an armband on.
Get you a little NIL deal.
Give me an NIL deal.
Put you in a commercial eating that cotton candy out there.
Ooh. That cotton candy's good there, Coach Haas.
Sounds like you like just about everything out there.
I do. Dude, I'm a fan of Mason. You got me hooked on it, man. You got me hooked on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot.
Right.
All right, Sneed, you're up, man. You have plenty of time to think.
Oh, no, I got it. All right. So President Sneed just pardoned you for killing Coach Haas in the office,
Nice.
right? You just spent 5 years in the pen. You're about to get executed. What's the first thing you're doing when you're getting out?
Oh, man.
I love that. A little play off of my question.
That's first thing I'm doing.
Let me ask you this: does he get to eat his last meal? Like, when does this pardon come? Like the
movies, right
there's before
four people in the room.
switch.
There's someone crying in the room. They're about to flip the switch. It's electric chair, by the way. They're about to flip the switch, and then bam, I walk in. He's pardoned.
So he already got his chocolate chip pancakes. So the first thing he's doing is not going to Mason's.
First thing I'm doing is going to Jake Mueller's for a bonfire.
Absolutely.
Now, let me ask you this: is the CRV waiting for you in jail, or do you got to get picked up?
I don't know. I mean,
who's going to pick you up, you think?
I'm giving him a piggyback ride home.
Oh, right. Sneed will pick you up. President Sneed in the motorcade.
Remember, I was his partner.
We out here in the motorcade, Coach Haas.
All right.
And believe me, Sneed would be invited to the bonfire too. You know, can't just leave me.
Oh, I'll be there.
Right.
There'd be a lot of secret services at old part-time no time's house if that was the case.
You ever see this house? It's big
No.
enough. Big enough. Trust
No.
me. He's got a pool. And you know what's funny? I've never swam in the pool.
He didn't let you swim in the pool, huh?
No, he's not inviting me over to go swimming, Coach House.
He's got a pool or a pond, and the pond would be good for you, huh?
I guess.
You ever see the movie Caddyshack?
Yes, I have.
You know when Chevy Chase hits the golf ball into you know what I'm talking about, pool or a pond? Yeah.
I watched that. I watched that a couple years ago with my stepdad. He's a big fan of that one.
That's a good one.
It is. Coach Haas, back on the porch. I like that. That brings us good luck.
I had to. My kids were getting a little rowdy. You know, I've been checking out.
Oh damn. I think he hit the exit button on exit. There we go.
I got cut off. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm trying to flip my camera, but I can't figure it out.
Go back.
My
Press the big red button again, Coach.
The big red button?
Yeah.
Yeah, look. We got some serious decorations. Can you see that?
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a scarecrow on a straw thing, and then we got this over here. We got a spider webs on the bushes. Man, I don't know. It's probably too dark. You can't even see.
I had to keep the dorm like home, so went to Walmart, bought a little pumpkin and a black Christmas tree.
I like that. What's the black Christmas tree for?
It's just
why the black Christmas tree?
It just screams Halloween. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hey, Coach Haas, you want to see one of the new additions to the podcast setup?
Yeah.
It's an Ohio State helmet, and it has listed all the national championships that they won.
Is that why I can't read it? Because there's none in there.
No, there's a couple in there. Yeah,
That's the Ohio State fan.
Yeah,
I am
big Ohio State guy, big bandwagon guy.
I definitely like Ohio State more than Michigan. That's for sure.
Amen, man. I don't think a lot of people like Michigan.
I don't like Michigan. I hate Michigan.
Right, but boys, you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining. It was a lot of fun as always. Sneed, love that you were joking it up, man, making it fun. That's what this is about, having a good time, talking football. Coach Haas, good luck this weekend as always, and let's get to 3 in a row and come back next week talking about a big win.
That'd be great, Dunks. I'm ready.
All right, you guys have a great night. Be safe out there, and Coach Haas, make sure you're getting to bed early there, guy.
You got it. Go fight, win.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy.